Against the coronavirus pandemic, day 2 of widespread vaccinations in the UK, and doctors are already urging some people not to get the vaccine. This as we expect to learn if the Pfizer vaccine will get emergency approval here in the U.S. NewsNation's Nicole Burley in the newsroom with more on this story for us tonight. Nicole?
Well, Joe, an all-day meeting tomorrow could result in the first Americans being vaccinated as soon as this weekend, depending upon how that committee votes. But the committee will also likely take into consideration the 2 reported adverse reactions of vaccine recipients in the UK.
The vaccine developed by Pfizer and BioNTech is reportedly 95% effective at preventing COVID-19. And tomorrow, a committee is scheduled to vote on whether the FDA should authorize its use.
It's effective in people over 55. It's just as effective in people under 55. Effective in African Americans, in Hispanics, in whites, in Asians.
The panel, called Vaccines and Related Biological Products Advisory Committee, consists of independent external experts.
These independent scientists will, they'll debate it, they'll discuss it, they'll see a lot of detail, and then they'll vote.
Some vaccine trial participants have complained of sore arms and minor aches and pains, and doctors in the UK report 2 vaccine recipients who both suffer from severe allergies had allergic reactions to the vaccine. British regulators are now advising those with severe allergic reactions avoid being vaccinated. It's not yet clear what caused the reactions, and experts here in the U.S. predict this will be discussed at tomorrow's meeting, but say it should not be a cause of major concern.
These 2 reactions in the UK are not well defined. They were in people who'd had allergic reactions before to many different things, but not to this vaccine. I think the really valuable thing that the British could do is look at these 2 cases and see what the real cause was.
This is the fastest developed vaccine in history, but doctors say it is safe, and the process of working toward emergency use authorization has been methodical.
All of the statistical significance requirements for efficacy are the same that they would have been for a full license.
The FDA could give the go-ahead as soon as tomorrow, which means distribution could begin immediately after. Pfizer will package and deliver its own vaccines to carriers like FedEx and UPS. Moderna, which has applied for and may receive emergency use authorization later this month, contracted McKesson, a distribution company, to package and ship its vaccine to those carriers. From there, the vaccines will be shipped to designated sites in each state, decided by their governors. From those points, every state has an individual plan to move the vaccines to hospitals, care centers, pharmacies, and other locations where patients will receive their first doses.
This vaccine is really the only way out of the pandemic. We've done social distancing, we've done masks, and they do help the acute situations when hospitals get overwhelmed, but they haven't stopped the deaths and they haven't stopped the infections overall.
And it is, of course, important to note long-term safety data on the vaccine is unknown, of course, because it hasn't been in existence long enough. But depending upon how quickly the FDA acts, the first recipients could receive their shot within the next few days.